In 5, 4, 3, 2.
When the old lady died, she left the bridge, a mansion, cars, bikes, a kick. Catscratch. 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 Yes, when it comes to cash, they've quite a bit. Anything they want, they take their pick. But the trouble they're in just never quits. When it comes to brains, they're a little bit thick. Catscratch. Oh, Catscratch.
Hi everybody.
Hey guys.
Hey. How's it going? Welcome to
Get Sprung on Cartoon Corner.
It's not staying like that.
Get Sprung on Cartoon Corner.
We have our 3 hosts here today. My name is Emily.
She's our techie. I'm Flip, the comedy, and then we have
I'm Mike. I'm kind of just here.
the downer.
No, you're the
I'm the MC.
You're the glue that holds this relationship together.
Thank you.
Anyways, enough about us. We're here to talk about. Well, we have 2 shows planned for today. We're talking about Catscratch
Don't say the other one yet.
for right now.
Yeah, we have
The second one's a mystery.
A mystery. All right.
Oh, so we have one watcher. Welcome.
Welcome to our show. Welcome to our show.
All right.
All right. So are we starting with Catscratch?
Yeah.
All right.
I just said that.
You know, Flip.
Yeah, so here on Cartoon Corner, we just thought it'd be we're just gonna talk about cartoons.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
and cartoon-related media.
Yeah,
yes, cartoon-related media, and oftentimes the weird things that come about from this media.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
All right. Anyways, so.
Well, I mean, we're gonna get into some weird stuff here, my dude. We just lost a viewer.
Well, that's why.
Yeah, it's my personality. No. All right, you guys ready? So, we're talking about Catscratch.
Yeah.
And as many of us remember, there's about 3 orphaned adult cats who.
Yes, they are. Okay, they're not taking it seriously. So, Catscratch was a Nickelodeon original series that was aired in what
2005.
2005.
Yeah.
It ran for 2 seasons. Each was they were it was great, phenomenal show. It's about 3 orphan cats who get left a mansion car and life's a kick.
Catscratch.
Catscratch.
So they're played by Pleakley, Rob Paulson, and Newman from Seinfeld.
Just a phenomenal voice acting cast, just to start off with. But yeah, so the show was a national treasure to me personally in my childhood.
We're so offended that we're like
listed as criminally underrated on the wiki.
The wiki is phenomenal. Like, it has a lot of love. Someone really cares.
They personalized the cursor.
Yeah, it's cute. It's a little Gordon on an airplane. The cursor, pretty great.
It's cute. I like it.
Yeah, the show is a national treasure, as I said before. We're gonna go a little bit deeper into the canon, but before we do that, because our techie's pulling up some of our information, but just to relive it, I believe the most influential episode on society for today was the sleepover episode.
Oh my god.
Which I believe was the 8th episode from season 1.
I think you're correct.
Yes, which was about Mr. Blake running out of root beer, and the 3 cats dressed up as chicks to go to the Hugh and Kimberly sleepover party. And, well, they didn't think they got the root beer, but they got it in the end, and also started an amazing hair trend, which is what our image is from.
God, we were watching it before, and like, I was looking down, and all of a sudden, Mike here just like start like has this like look on her face, and like I look to her, and she's just like losing it. Yeah. And like I had to go back.
Yeah, we had to go back and screenshot it. Just look at Kimberly's amazing face, that solid, forced receded hairline. But yeah, so do you have any of the actual information we had planned, or are you still just mucking about?
That it's based off of a comic.
Yeah, Catscratch was originally based off a comic by the creator.
I feel like you should
be
able.
Gear.
Yeah.
Gear, yes, yeah, Gear.
I sent you a link to like the.
Yeah, Catscratch was also made by the same guy who did Earthworm Jim, which is a fun fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Emily, do you want to read some of this?
Tenapple.
Doug Tenapple.
Don't tend to apple.
Doug Tenapple.
What a guy.
It was an Image Comics production, and yeah. So it revolves around this like war, this animal war.
Very, very loosely
Very
adapted.
Yeah, it's
extremely loosely adapted.
Yeah, because like there is a character named Mr. Black he was a cat, right?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
there's like this war between like animals, something involves space, but like they carried over like the three of the characters, which were like Mr. Blake, Waffles, and Gordon. Yes.
It's just Waffle, there's no S.
Yeah, Gordon, and then they had a fourth brother named Simon.
He died.
No one really knows what happened to him. I guess they axed him off. So yeah,
The rule of threes, though, really works in
Yeah,
animation,
it's a
so a
magic
fourth
number.
would have been a little bit much.
yeah, I feel that.
Another fun fact, as you know, the character of Gordon had a very large crush on the character of Human Kimberly, and you can, which is
Mildly weird. Like the cats are supposed to be like they're recently orphaned, I guess, but like they're supposed to be like
they're kind of. I personally think they're middle aged, but that's just me because I think of Newman.
yeah, no, they're like
Yeah.
voiced by adults, and one of the cats has a crush on this like 8-year-old.
But then again, I have to think like this isn't cat years, so like,
But, like,
maybe he's like 7, but he's like
Yeah.
old. It's
I
a
know
little.
what he's
It's
doing, but he's voiced by an adult with like
Yeah,
a massive
it's-
crush on an
it's a bit
8-year-old.
uncomfortable.
He has a framed picture of her over his face.
that was the fun fact I was trying to get to,
I'm
but
sorry.
McMike took it from me like
This is sassy today.
like the bitch she is.
Aw.
I'm just kidding. I love her. Anyway, sorry for swearing for any younger viewers out there.
You have this like smug grin on your face
hate
this
it.
whole time, dude.
Okay. Anyways, back to Catscratch.
Oh, but yeah,
Do we have an image for our next segment, or
Oh, we have to
might
keep
just,
this.
We might just like recycle this. This image is too good, McMike.
it's really good?
It's pretty
It's too
great.
good. So yeah, Catscratch.
The show's really like, it's definitely what is it? Physical comedy based, I
Yeah,
believe.
it's all slapstick.
Yeah, very. There it is. The slapstick comedy. A lot of the jokes when we went back to watch it didn't hit as much as I thought they hit when I was younger. But overall, I feel like it's a pretty positive show. It's cute and the design work is kind of like interesting and fun.
Yeah, like I noticed. We watched an episode, like one of the last episodes, and we watched one of the first, successively, and the character like models get a lot stiffer. Not stiffer,
Yeah.
but like I guess they're more concrete, but in a way that like is
It
not limiting.
it's a slightly limiting
It's
to the
slightly
animation.
limited, yeah.
But that also could be due to the fact that the second season clearly didn't do well since it wasn't picked up for a third season, so they might have used cheaper animation.
Yeah. I
But
feel that.
yeah, the first episodes were kind of cute. I really
No, I liked them,
enjoyed
yeah.
them, and
They're
the
cute.
characters themselves and like the way they interact with each other it's pretty good, and it really keeps to its own continuity for the stuff I've watched. Like
Yeah, like
The-
if there's one thing that I could say about it is that like the character dynamics and like how they interact with each other is always really solid and it's really enjoyable to watch.
yeah, and I also think it's pardon me, I didn't silence my phone.
That's fine, dude.
You goddamn fool.
Oh yeah, it's for my son. Anyways, I feel like it's really important
Carson,
because
if you're listening, we love
Yeah,
you.
this episode is dedicated to our good friend Carson, who is a pretty
Flip
radical
son.
dude.
yeah, he's great. Anyways, back to my point. I was going to say I really appreciate in the show that all 3 cats are from different litters, obviously due to their different breeds.
We're born
but-
at the same time.
But no, because Mr. Blick in one of the episodes, the duck episode, which was the final episode from
Yeah.
season 2, told Gordon that he was born underneath the couch over there, meaning he might have been there, when he was born. Because Mr. Blick is obviously the oldest and the leader of the group. But anyways, back to my point.
Do me a favor and pull up the Catscratch wiki.
Oh man.
Alright, while she's doing that, back to my point, I just appreciate that the characters, if they aren't truly related, they kind of find their own family in each other, and I feel like that's a very important message to give to our youth.
I think they are.
Catscratch.
They all have the same mother.
No, she's like an adoptive mother, though.
No.
No,
She's
they
like-
came from the same litter.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Positive, we can find
Okay.
out.
I was browsing this wiki
There's
before.
a bit discrepancy here. We have to find out for sure.
Mike had this wiki open for like 4 days.
I did. I
Okay.
was trying to do my Catscratch research. It turns out there's not a lot I can talk about Catscratch.
All right.
I just heard of the Mayor Pepperidge. He's
No,
like,
we looked at this. No, find them all.
I'm trying.
Yikes.
Can't find it.
Matilda.
Anyways,
Matilda.
to mention other.
Audrey.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pardon
she's
me.
got, like
Oh, she's a calico.
Yeah, she's like a calico.
yeah, they got
cat.
like
Calico cats
are always
Are
female.
always female.
Almost. It's
Yeah.
very rare if they're male.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you ever want to get a calico cat adopted, and you don't know how to do it, lie and say it's a boy, and people will adopt it because they think it's cool.
Dang.
I did that.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
He
dude.
needed a home. I had to find a way to get him a home quicker.
That's
Anyways, but still, you know, a lot of like, I just, you know, no matter how bitchy Mr. Blick is or how stupid Waffle is, like, no matter what, the brothers are gonna be there for each other. That's really all that matters.
We'll get into the emotional aspect of Catscratch.
Also, the character of Hovis, who's
Hovis.
who is often forgotten.
Hovis?
Hovis is the butler of the
forgot.
three cats.
Yeah, I
I forgot that was his name.
And
No,
I-
I remember.
I didn't.
I remembered about him. I just forgot about his name.
Anyways, yeah, Hovis is a very important. He's an integral part to the cat's inner workings. He's also abused quite often
Like cats.
by the cats. If I remember correctly, or pulling up his wiki to make sure I got this right, I believe he's related to the previous owner of the house.
She was,
Yeah.
Hovis James in France is Mrs. Cramdilly's butler and currently watches after the cats.
Okay, so it was her butler. Yeah, but they, to be honest, their designs look incredibly similar, so it, just saying it wouldn't, oh, he's a fish in an episode, and a rock star. Very
We're
interesting.
learning a lot. We're really, like, we're always learning.
Everyone learns.
I think
Sometimes.
the episode of Catscratch I remember like most clearly from like when I was a child was like I think Mr. Blick thought he was like dying or something.
Okay.
And like that might have been not true, but like he was like just out of character acting really nice to them because I think he thought he was gonna die,
Yeah.
and then they thought he was a cannibal and he was gonna cook them and eat them.
Wow.
Yeah, I also remember the episode where, like, Waffle takes a test and, like, he thinks he's a dog, and that was my favorite episode because
I think I remember that.
I always liked Waffle the best because he looked like a dog, and I always liked dogs
Waffle
better.
was my favorite. I love the newts.
Fun
These are
fact,
good.
as a child, I named my cat after Waffle from Catscratch. And it was pretty funny because I had a black cat, and I had a really fat cat, and I had Waffle, and it was very similar to the dynamic in Catscratch.
Oh, does Catscratch, like, strike a personal...
Oh yeah, yeah. Catscratch was a really big show for me when I was younger. I just dug it a lot. I felt kind of dumb because no one else watched it, but
I watched Catscratch.
I mean,
too.
I
in,
don't remember.
I mean,
it, though.
upstate.
Upstate.
You know what it's like up there, man. It's awful. Anyways, but yeah, Catscratch was a great show for me as a kid. That was really cute.
Yeah, I always enjoyed it. Like, I think, I was really into Chowder as a kid.
Oh, this is like a little bit before Chowder's time, though, to be quite
this
honest.
is, yeah, but I had always, like, been more, I've always, like, responded to cartoons more, I guess.
Oh, duh. We're
it's-
all animators, just to clarify.
Yeah, we're all animation majors, so we're gonna be talking about a lot of cartoons.
Yeah, also,
If that wasn't
don't do that next
very
time.
clear. Do what next
No,
time?
no, Ashley's just being ridiculous. I'm sorry. Anyways, just to clarify, there are two kinds of people in this world: Chowder people and Flapjack people. Let's just
I
say
liked both.
I'm the odd one out over here.
I liked both. Though,
I liked
although
both, but
I was very into Chowder.
Yeah, I liked both. Me and Emily though are very Chowder people.
Yeah, and if
Flip here.
yeah,
though.
this guy is stop putting your phone on the table. It's making sounds. You
Sorry,
fool.
I'm sorry.
I'm very much a Flapjack person. It is a phenomenal show. Anyways, back to our cat scratching. Not to
Scratching.
let's talk about the character of the human Kimberly. Just gonna say, first of all,
I think she's voiced by Panini.
yeah, the same voice actor as
Yeah.
Panini. She's supposed to be 8 years old in
Julia
canon, a Mexican-American girl with a lot of heart and an obsession with unicorns.
Straight up just reading the wiki, we cannot do that.
I just wanted to like give the base information there. It was just like a one-liner, you know, like 10% of anything is like
the
public.
elevator pitch for these characters that already exist.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I have a concept for you. It's for a show I'm trying to make. It's
Oh,
about
no, no,
three
no.
orphaned cats.
Listen. We have an idea for a sequel. It's called Cat Scratch Fever. Leave us a comment and tell us what you think.
Cat Scratch
Fever.
Fever.
It features 3 female cats.
What? Why are they?
'Cause-
Does it matter what gender they are?
No, it's like the Succession. You know, it's
Oh,
really
okay.
great.
Like they're the daughters.
No, they're all just like no. I don't know how to work this.
Gordy, Pancake, and Mrs. Black.
Gertie.
Gertie, Pancake, and Mrs. Black.
All right.
All right, so our Cat Scratch reboot.
Let's not.
So our Cat Scratch reboot is the exact same thing as Cat Scratch, except this time they look like cats.
Fun
Except they have
fact.
noses.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. Yeah.
Oh man. So, Human Kimberly, we were watching the Slumber Party episode, and I thought it was like an animation error or something. Like, she had these 3 friends. They had like 2 normal-sized friends, and then one of her friends was just massive.
Yeah, that was never
No,
explained.
that was normal.
I thought it was gonna lead up to like some sort of joke.
No, that was a joke. The fact that it wasn't approached. Like, it was supposed to just be funny out of context.
It did not read well.
I thought it read fine.
Okay.
Then again, that was the episode I remember most as a child. But,
She's just enormous. Like, she's the size of like 4 kids.
That's fine. That was the point. She was supposed to be like a roadblock to Mr. Blick getting the root beer.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
but she's huge.
You gotta set up and you gotta deliver, you know?
Like, if you guys look up a picture, like, it's so
toss that on
jarring.
there?
I don't know if I can.
I don't think it's jarring.
Can you take,
Wow.
I like Kimberly's design. She's
yeah,
cute.
she is cute.
She's
I like her
alright.
design.
She's alright.
She's alright. Oh,
Wow, I
boy.
like the designs of her friends a bit better, especially the girl with the pigtails.
Yeah, oh, she's adorable.
She's
I
adorable.
love her.
Y'all should look this up. It's pretty great.
And then there's
You're like,
just
hey,
the elephant in the room.
Look this up on your own. No one's
Well,
gonna do
this
that.
is Emily's fault. She's our techie.
I,
Just saying.
oh, we're gonna have a lot of Catscratch pictures saved to this goddamn computer then.
Wow.
We can deal with it.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. We have
Hey,
about...
don't put your computer, I'm
In my
sorry.
computer?
Yeah, your
Like
computer.
this
Your
handheld
phone.
computer?
Your phone down.
You mother pheasant plucker?
Good.
Yeah, you're welcome. Alright guys, we have 8 more minutes to talk about Catscratch until we go to our
Our
mystery segment.
Unless we cut it early and go to, like, a
No,
quote-unquote commercial break.
for what?
I don't know.
Don't
A musical break.
no, because our musical break is going to be the opening for the next thing we're talking about.
Because we are playing that whole thing. Because it's a very
It's a
nice song.
phenomenal song. Like, I've been listening to it nonstop for the last 3 days. Like, it's the blood that's coursing through my veins at this
Don't
very
talk it up
moment.
too much.
Oh, okay, it's not that great. Is that what you want?
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
Anyways, back to Catscratch. It's a
I
cartoon.
actually saved the wiki files. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow. Alright.
I saved the entire wiki page in individual file format to this computer. I'm losing it.
Alright, I think we should switch to our next
my
segment,
God.
to be honest.
Jesus
Wait, we
Christ.
gotta get this picture up here. It's not that funny.
It's-
Yeah, I think at this point, like,
Can we delete all those files, please?
Oh my god,
I
she's
don't
gonna
wanna
break
get
the
in trouble.
computer.
Lord knows I'm trying.
Alright, how about you play the song while we're fixing this, please? The next song.
Okay.
Like, right now. Like, stop messing with the computer.
Okay.
Thank you. Alright.
Alright.
She's figuring stuff out. In the meantime, Ashley.
Yeah,
I mean, McMike, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
What song
She's
are we
doing.
singing?
What do you think? Our next segment, the theme song.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Are we doing this one?
No!
Which one are we doing?
The theme.
No.
Oh!
For the show.
Okay.
Yeah, you should see the dumbfounded look on Emily's face over here. She's just not with it. No, I love her. She's one of my greatest friends. My best allies. Alright, we got this up. She's gonna put the song up, so I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, we will see you guys.
And talk to you in a few, about 2 minutes.
About 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Oh, good Jesus.
No, we're
We-
not playing the 4 minutes.
We might cut it a little short.
Are we just doing the 2-minute version?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, the 2-minute version.
Sounds good.
1 minute and 41 seconds.
Yeah, 1 minute.
See you guys in the next 1 minute 41 seconds.
Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking decimate that like and
We'll
subscribe.
see you in
Hey, do you want to get the
1 minute.
video up?
Okay.
that,
Forgot
folks.
to turn the booth volume down.
All right.
All right.
So, you probably didn't guess it, but what we're talking about is the hit series,
Is it really a hit though?
Parappa the Rapper.
The
Parappa.
animated series.
Parappa.
Yeah, the animated series as well as the video game series. We'll probably delve a little bit into the lamb game. You know.
Jammer Lammy.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So Parappa the Rapper. Was a game for the good old fashioned PS1
And PS2.
And, the second one came out for the PS2.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
talking about all of the Parappa
okay, I
canon.
wasn't sure we're talking just about the first one.
Oh, that
We're gonna
seems
try to
a little
focus on
limiting.
The show because this is Cartoon Corner.
Oh.
No, we can talk about the game too. But the show, listen, if you want like a weird time, episode 4 of this show, like it's a shitstorm. Like I was like thrown from my seat out of shock for some of the things that these characters were allegedly saying.
Allegedly.
Keeping in mind that, like maybe the translation was wrong, but these kids I think are in grade school, and there were phrases including but not limited to, "Gee Paula, you're a sexy cute girl." And another one saying, "No one would want to touch you anywhere," referring to Paula not wanting to go on a date with the character of PJ. As well as something else that just mentioned the word nudity. I was very uncomfortable about it, but we were all thoroughly shook.
Not much.
Emily and I were. Ashley was asleep, per the norm. But the show's very cute. The intro for the first 4 episodes was the song that we played, "Love Together," by Parappa the Rapper.
Changed it after like 4 episodes.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
upsetting, because that theme song is great. Why is it moving?
Oh, the stream is a couple seconds behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I am more well versed. Like I've only seen the first episode of the anime,
Me
but
too.
Not that great, but I
am
liked it.
quite versed with the video game series.
Would you care to tell us more?
About the video game?
Of course.
Well, it was released in 2000. I think 2000, 1999 maybe. It was anywhere between 1999 and 2001. I don't know the exact date right off the top of my head right now. But it was a rhythm game for actually 1996. Wow, it was
Wow.
1996.
Parappa is older than all 3 of
I
us.
know. It was a rhythm game for the PS1, and it featured design work by Rodney Greenblatt, who actually went to SVA, which is pretty rad.
Yeah.
So, the little rapping dog, and he went about his daily adventures, like he learned to drive a car, learned some karate to pick up chicks, because he's trying to impress the
The flower
beautiful, sunny, funny, the flower girl.
I gotta say though, that the characters, they clearly look like they're children, but it's very confusing because in the anime, saying kind of adult things, but also still being in like a grade school setting, as well as Parappa learning to drive a car
in the
game. It really, there's no.
He learns how to drive the car because Joe Cool knows how to drive a car.
But why would
Joe
a
Chin,
child
my bad,
be
Joe
able
Chin.
to drive a car? There's a lot of discrepancy in the Parappa fandom about his true
Oh
age.
my god.
Yet again, though, he's a dog, so maybe it's in dog
It's
years.
hard to listen to.
Another fun fact, the official release date was December 6th, 1996, and December 6th is the national holiday of Finland.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, dang, dude.
The more you know.
The more you do know. So, I love Parappa's design.
I love it too.
I think-
I know barely anything about Parappa the Rapper. Rapper.
No, it's Rappa.
It's Rappa?
It's Rapper.
Oh,
But you could say Parappa the Rapper, because it rolls off the tongue real well.
it sure does.
Rapper.
Parappa the Rapper.
His design's really cute.
So yeah, I love Parappa. I'm gonna
No.
be him for Halloween this year, and
No.
I'm really excited
Maybe you should
about
talk
it.
more about the
The
game.
game. It's got, dude, I was like really obsessed with the soundtrack over the summer.
Mhm.
I really love all the songs. Some are better than others, obviously, but I really like the car one. I don't know why I really love the car one and the cheap cooking show one.
Yeah, I agree. I believe it was from the second game was the Hairdresser song.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was one of my personal favorites as a kid. I really enjoyed that crazy octopus hairdresser
I love
who makes an appearance in the anime way later on. Yeah, it's really weird. He's like almost like a superstar, and all these chicks are trying to like get into the salon to get their hair cut, and then like Parappa's gang just kind of cuts in line, but Parappa like makes him angry somehow. It's pretty, it's pretty bad. It's Parappa anime, but
Yeah.
watch it.
For the anime, they weirdly added 2 characters, like
Who else did they add? Was it the bunny?
Paula and Matt are both,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and the bunny too.
Oh, the bunny
Gaster,
actually,
too.
the bunny was the character in the car in the first game.
Oh shoot!
Him and his little goon.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, fun fact.
Yeah, the more you know. But
yeah.
yeah.
Matt's character is another dog who has
Yeah.
blonde hair. Personally, I think he's a positive addition.
I like him.
He
I
gives
like
he
Matt.
gives off a good vibe. He's kind of like, since PJ, Parappa's original sidekick, is kind of sleepy and doesn't really do anything. They really need somebody a little more proactive to be more like Parappa's buddy.
Yeah.
And then they also added this bitch Paula, who, as you could tell by how I described her, isn't the greatest character. I feel like she's just mean and not not really like beneficial to the team
Sorry,
at
Emily
all.
just pulled up like we googled it. We Google image searched Parappa the Rapper, and like she pulled up something weird.
It wasn't too weird
It
though.
wasn't too weird. It's like
Not
a
like if you
mess
pull up
paint
like the Tricks Rabbit or like Knuckles
Oh my
and just
God, it's
Google
like there's
search.
just Okay, guys, if you Google Knuckles, just the word Knuckles, like, and some of the first images that will come up is foot fetish art. Not even Knuckles from like Sonic, like Knuckles Sonic the Hedgehog.
Just the
or
word Knuckles in the
Echidna.
Google
just, yeah,
search.
just the word Knuckles. Like third row down, foot fetish art.
It's pretty bad.
Oh my god.
God.
But yeah, Parappa the Rappa. There's a lot of weird stuff like circulating it, like
A voice actor.
Oh, before we talk about the voice actor,
okay.
talk about the live show.
Oh my god! So back in like, it was sometime after the second game and Jammer Lammy, which is the spin-off game where you play as Lammy.
All right, we'll talk about that after.
Okay, there was a live show at the Ritz, I believe, or the Roxy. The Roxy. It was at the Roxy.
I thought it was the Sony Theater.
It was actually the Roxy, but it was a
Wow.
sponsored event by Sony. I don't think the PlayStation
Oh.
Theater had been built yet,
Oh.
because it's relatively like that's a relatively new theater.
Oh.
But yeah, they got like all the voice actors to like do this crazy live, like not a crazy live show, but like it was cute because like, it was like everybody who like recorded the instrumentation and stuff like that, and like helped compose the music was there,
Mhm.
and then all the people who like the composer was there, and he did all the Master Onion stuff, I think, and
Oh.
yeah, and like all the voice actors, and sadly the voice of the character Katie passed away a few years ago, so that was one of her only like really live vocal appearances.
Which is
Oh.
kind of upsetting.
Yeah.
Katie, to clarify, is the blue
The blue
cat
cat.
from the Parappa series, and also she's the singer in
Jammer Lammy.
Jammer Lammy.
Yeah.
And just saying, some of those songs are pretty catchy.
They're pretty good, yeah.
They're
Like,
like,
Other ones are very bad.
yeah.
I think, yeah, they're bad. They're really catchy. I like the one that we keep listening to.
Yeah.
Like she sounds like she cannot sing in that one.
No, but she's a really good vocalist. Like, she
Yeah.
was really talented.
Just means that she's even more of a talented voice actor.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna play that song as our outros to let you guys know, so don't go scrounging for it.
Yeah,
You know, we'll give it to you.
we'll
We'll,
give
we'll
it
give
to
the
you.
people what they want.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, God, yeah, it's sad. Like, I don't really know how she passed away or like what the circumstances were, but still, nonetheless, it's it's pretty sad.
Yeah.
It was really cute though. Rodney Greenblatt. I'm not sure if this was on Twitter or Facebook or something, but somebody had like proposed an idea. It's like the man of the Parappa the Rapper game, like. Lammy and Katie should get together, and like Rodney Greenblatt was so supportive of it. Like he's like,
Aw.
that would be really cute. I like the idea. And it's
Aw.
like this like kind of like older fellow who's just like a cool guy. I love him.
I support that.
He's a good guy. But yeah, should we delve into the?
Okay, so we found Emily informed us of a very, very interesting story about Parappa's voice actor,
Dread Fox.
Dread Fox. And golly gee, like, there's a lot. Emily's pulling up some of the details right now, but it's, you know, I had thought maybe we, you know, being animators, get Parappa to work on something eventually, but according to this story, that's a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Should we give like a short?
Yeah. So basically.
So Parappa the Rappa told me to drop dead.
Parappa the Rapper personally told me to drop dead.
That's
So,
the title.
like, these people were making like a fan cartoon. These like 19-year-olds, says the article, and they thought it would be cool to get like the original voice actor for Parappa to come and record like a few lines, or record and send them a few lines. So they paid him what, like $100.
At first they said we are going to pay him $60, then they ended up exchanging $100 over, what was it,
MoneyGram.
MoneyGram, and not PayPal, which they would have felt more comfortable doing, as they
So,
stated in
yeah.
the article.
But that wasn't the part that like that was like
No.
a lead up to it.
That's
though.
a lead
It's,
up.
like,
It's just showing how sketchy it started to be.
yeah. So like these guys kept they were like, all right, we're gonna send you the money and we just need you to record a few lines really like, and like Dredd kept being like, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna make this worth your while, and then a lot of weird stuff happened and
A lot.
a lot.
God, it was the like, I'm recovering from a surgery, and they were like, all right, get well soon. He's like, do not threaten me.
Yeah.
We're gonna read some of the.
But like even before that, he was like claiming his computer was broken. And he had his like something was stolen from like an iPad or something, and like all this stuff like.
This was like that was 2012.
This was back in 2012, yeah. All this happened in 2012. So yeah, like he kept being like, this happened, this happened, this happened, and it's like, all right. The first few times it was like, okay, if that's happened to you, I'm sorry, but like, and then he makes this comment that's like, first he was like, if I don't have it to you by next week, I'm gonna give you a refund. And then a couple weeks passed, and they're like, hey, where's the money? Because like we just like we if you didn't give us anything, like we need to be refunded. He was like, I just had surgery. I'll send like increments of $25 starting next week. Nothing came about, and so they keep messaging him.
Give like some timestamps here.
Oh, okay. All this happened around mid-October to early November. So this was like a 2-week period, just about like
Of like 2011, right?
2012.
Or was it 2012
This is still
into 2013? Okay.
Yeah, 2012 into 2013.
Yeah, keep in mind all these exchange are like on a not a public
A semi-public Facebook page.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like a Parappa Facebook page. So, yeah. But yeah, so, then it starts getting kind of violent. Not violent,
not
but
violent,
just...
but just a little escalated.
It escalates very quickly because, like, Dredd starts feeling like he's being attacked.
Well,
by these two
read
people.
some of these.
Read some of these? Alright. This is to one of the young gentlemen. I'm not going to say their names, but to one of the gentlemen who, was in charge of the project. Like,
We'll call them Tim and Carl.
Tim and Carl. This is to Carl. Things happen. You're upset because you thought you can capitalize off my market by attaching your names to me. I cut you a break when I told you my lawyers suggested I don't do it, but I was willing to help you gain a name for yourself. And when it didn't happen, you got your panties in a bunch. I told you I'd make good and give you more than your $100 worth, but on a future project, but you blew it. You could have had a friend in PTR. PTR referring to Parappa the rapper.
Oh my god, you were making that up when you read it.
No, right here.
And this was from the voice actor to
This
clarify.
was March 6th.
Okay, give me this.
Oh my god.
So it keeps going. It keeps going.
Yeah, what essentially happens is they give him the money, they go all through all this. Parappa's like, well, not Parappa, but like the voice actor's like
Mr. Fox.
Mr. Fox, yeah.
It gets more though.
Essentially, they just paid him $100, and when he didn't give it, they asked for the money back, and then he just got really mad, and so he essentially just stole $100 from these
from these
two
kids.
Listen, that's not exciting. These Facebook messages are so,
so
funny.
good.
Oh my gosh. It's like after he's like, you lost a friend in PTR. It's like, I'll talk with your boy. Was it
Carl?
No,
Tim.
Also, why you type these long-winded messages? No small boy can trash this legend in all caps. Think about how many celebs gotta read negative crap, but the game don't change. Out of 500 million fans, y'all can't please them all. This is my final, all caps, response. I got a Parappa album to finish for my real family. Nuff said. Nuff apparently was not said, because Mr. Fox repeatedly messaged again.
This man
is
tenacious.
We found his we went looking for his Twitter, and I think his username is
Parappa's voice or something.
Yeah, Parappa's voice. This is the only thing this man has done other than rap for a song in Sonic.
Yeah, and he
the
did
Knuckles
the Pumpkin
song.
Hill songs.
But this Parappa thing, and it's really cool, but I think the only thing this man has done with his life
is be Parappa. He is Parappa.
To Carl, do me a favor and stay the fuck off of this page. Your punk ass is getting on folks' nerves. We don't need or want you here. You're no longer welcome in this world. Get a life. Somebody slick something in his mouth. My zipper is stuck. Whatever that means. Ha! Everybody gotta ignore him. I don't respond to this jerk off. hey, Todd, Jake, whatever you're gonna call him, I ain't forgot about you, Tim. I got you in a second. And then he proceeds to go on, and just like most of these are in all caps. Oh my gosh, where is it? I'm looking for the. God, it's so good. I'm sorry.
We like lived off of this.
We read this before we came in, and it was just so funny. He called them a virus and antibiotics. Even
doesn't work that way.
And he kept claiming that our friend Carl here was y'all lonely fan or a girl I dumped overseas and never called back.
Oh
You a guy or a girl, you wanna date me? In parentheses, I date girls, just so you know. On parentheses. Gosh, like, phenomenal.
It was amazing. And then like the last message that he's like that was in that article that I think was like one of his like the last messages like regarding the issues like started out with "Happy Holidays, guys."
Yeah, happy holidays, all y'all. Pardon me, but I've been out of touch for a little over a month. Sadly, meaning sadly.
Sadly.
But
There's a lot of typos in his messages.
But we rise. I'm kinda in a bind with my grind grill?
I don't.
Grind grill?
I don't
whatever that
know.
means. And my laptop got ruined sadly again. So I replaced it with an iPad, and guess what? Some bleep blap bleep blops, a bunch of punctuation marks, stole my iPad, brand ass new, $450, 4 exclamation points, at the Public Enemy show while I was at ... NYC in Irving. Pizza sucks.
Dude, I really think that, like, this guy just lurks on the Parappa Facebook group and is like, these are my people. This is my domain.
Also, I
I feel like we were talking so much shit about him. I feel like he's gonna come and find us.
Yeah.
And
No,
message us.
He's like the one person watching right now is Dread Fox.
God, if this is, I gotta say, I appreciate his work, just not his ethic of talking to...
Yeah, no, I appreciate him as Parappa. I just think his business sense is kind of messed up.
Yeah, but just saying, look at that little face.
Look at him.
Look at him. How can you not love him? He's so sweet.
He's so cute.
He's full of innocence and love.
He really is.
Um,
I'm like, man, Rodney Greenblatt really knew what he was doing. He has this really nice art style that's like very much like it's almost borderline psychedelic, but it's like very flat and like,
it's meant to be flat.
Oh,
In the anime,
they try to put volume.
they
to
put
these
volume
characters.
to all of these characters, and it's not too bad with most of the characters except for, was it Sunny Funny?
Sunny Funny.
The character of Sunny Funny.
Weirdly enough, the blue cat, Katie, she's like weirdly flat too. Like she has like not a lot of volume.
It's not as bad though. Katie's a little bit strange, but Sunny Funny,
It's mostly Sunny.
it's-
She's like a flower meant to be viewed from like
the front
the
only.
front, and like she turns to the side, and like it should be like a Mickey Mouse type scenario where you know his ears always stay in the same like facing the same way. Her petals should always be facing the screen, but like they turn too, and it just looks really weird.
Yeah, it's like if you put Saturn on its side and then made that like the face and the rings are the petals. It was just kind of wrong. But yeah, yeah. Emily, what are you doing?
So I got an email.
Wow,
Too.
very
It's kind of
unprofessional.
That was kind of
Any
important.
more Parappa info?
Parappa
Because-
info.
About
Should
the
we talk
about the anime.
about the anime? I don't really know much about the anime.
What did you want to talk about?
Maybe Jammerland?
I would love to talk about that lamb. She's great.
I love her so much. It's like it's a spin-off about the band that's in the game Milk Can. So Milk Can is Malami, their friend Katie, and
A shrimp.
And a shrimp whose name I just
He's the drummer, and he doesn't really talk. He just makes noises. Yeah,
He's cute.
a little
I like him.
obnoxious, but he works.
But yeah, they're in a band, and Jammer Lammy, it has like a very similar play style, but instead you play the guitar instead of rapping. But you can play as Parappa in that game too.
And do you rap?
You do rap.
And you rap.
Yeah.
Which I was like in another room when you guys were talking. I've never played a Parappa game, but like you guys were talking, it's like, oh, you can play Parappa in that one, and I like jumped into my, oh my god, you can! I got so excited.
Parappa's great. But yeah, like you can you can play all the songs as Parappa, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
So, a side note, not really about the show, but if you type in "is Parappa" in Google search, the first thing that comes up is gay, and apparently there's a lot of discrepancy about Parappa's sexuality, even though it doesn't truly matter. But in game, it's very clear that Sunny Funny is meant to be his love interest. But what's the song?
He likes her in the
the romance
anime.
song.
There's a
too.
romance song that isn't it sung with PJ kind of?
Yeah, it is because
Yeah.
like they're watching a video. Like the whole concept of the song is that like he wants to impress Sunny Funny, so he watches a like romantic video, but he's like playing everything out with PJ.
Yeah,
like,
which
all the tips.
yeah, so a lot of
He ends up marrying PJ.
Yeah, in the anime, it's so strange because
randomly.
I believe it's the second episode, and their teacher is getting married, and Parappa's like, "Wow, I wonder who I'm gonna get married to." And he pictures the first 3 scenarios with the 3 main girls in the series, and it turns out badly every time. And then he like says something to the effect of, "I wonder who I'm really gonna marry." And then he pictures himself in like this field in a tuxedo, and you see PJ from the back in a dress, and he's like, "Oh, I guess you're my honey." And then just PJ turns around, and he has lipstick on, and I think they like almost kiss. And then Parappa like wakes up from the dream, is like a little shaken. But
A little shook.
I think that Parappa's sexuality can be whatever he wants it to be.
Yeah, man.
Personally, I like to headcanon Parappa as pansexual because I feel like he don't discriminate.
What did you say earlier? You're like, Lammy is ace and no one can tell me otherwise.
Why are we?
I mean, listen.
I
These,
mean, I support it.
yeah, these earlier cartoons
Yeah,
did not get
really.
enough diversity in their characters' sexualities or genders, so I feel like, you gotta put some positive headcanons on that shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I think it's pretty positive.
I think that's
I mean,
Sunny
Rodney
Funny.
Greenblatt.
Shining
Supports it.
face.
Yeah, you're like wiggling.
Shining face.
Gosh, look at that little
Look at that little
boy.
smug boy.
The thing that does bother me though is that his irises are actually brown in this image,
Yeah. No,
which
no.
is
In I think the second game, they actually give him brown irises.
kind of like unnecessary because it's not like a light enough brown to be like, oh, it's an iris, but it's not dark enough to be like, oh, it's just black.
Beautiful.
Oh my god,
Oh,
I don't like it.
beautiful. No, I love it.
Like I never really noticed, but it still makes me a little uncomfortable.
He's a real good boy.
Yeah, Parappa's great. I feel like Parappa himself as a character is a good role model for the youth.
I think he always
Not
just
the
gotta
voice
believe.
actor.
Not the voice actor.
Yeah, you gotta believe.
Yeah, he's just good at believing in himself.
Oh, Emily's
Hero.
looking through the Google image search again.
Yeah.
Uh,
Look at like some of the old art for Parappa.
trying.
It's like he's very triangular, and I kind of dig it.
That means he's a villain.
Whoa. Maybe
Doesn't
himself.
it mean he has to be a villain?
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we got about 10
Probably
more
hear this
minutes.
clickety clacking typing.
Sorry about that. But
There he is. We're looking at pictures of Rodney Greenblatt.
well, they can't see that.
I know, but like,
So, any closing remarks, guys? We got about 10 minutes left, and we're gonna.
I have a confession to make to the one person listening. I have a friend crush on Parappa the Rappa.
It's strictly platonic, but she
It's called a
appreciates.
friend crush.
Yeah.
Just to clarify,
I love him. Look at him.
he's a pretty
He's a pretty swell
cool guy. I feel like he'd be a
He's
good
really
friend, and I approve of him joining our friend group.
Make a good addition.
At only the character Parappa. If you're listening, please join our show.
Oh yeah,
not
if
the voice actor.
Parappa, if you're the one person listening, please join our show.
Yeah, we would love that kind of positivity. But yeah, we're gonna pull up Ashley and
if
I's.
you're Dread Fox, we're sorry, sir, but don't contact us.
Never email us.
Wow, I'm not affiliated with that because I don't want to get found. Anyways, Emily's gonna pull up Ashley and I's favorite song from Jammy Lammer or Lammy?
Jammer, Lammy.
Jammer Lammy. I always
Yeah.
mix it up. And it's great. Actually, it's
I
a little obnoxious.
really like the song.
I think it's great.
Yeah, obnoxious is the right word, but I really love it.
It's like
Yeah.
weirdly catchy. It's like obnoxious but catchy.
You'll listen to it about 4 times. You'll be like, shit, kind of like it. Any closing remarks, Ashley? Any confessions to make?
No.
Are you sure?
Why?
I'm gonna make a confession, so.
Go ahead.
I also have a confession to make. I believe I also have a friend crush on Parappa, and also I highly appreciate the Trix
The Trix
Rabbit
Rabbit.
recently.
Yeah.
I feel like he's an underappreciated cereal mascot that needs more, recognition in life.
Yeah, a little bit more recognition, I feel.
All right,
But,
well,
thank you for listening.
thank you, especially to that one viewer.
That one viewer who
We
may or
love
may not
you.
be Parappa the Rapper, because if you are,
We love you.
We love you.
Yeah.
We love you even if you're not Parappa the Rapper. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. All right. Well, until next time, we'll be
Just
here
them sitting there.
same time. Oh, for a little sneak peek into next week.
Probably Hi Puffy Amiyumi.
Yeah.
We have a lot of good information about that.
Oh man, they're still
mostly.
deciding on our second boy.
Yeah, well, that's the surprise one.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
so
so
we
tune in
don't
next
know yet.
week for Hi Puffy Yume and a surprise show.
Yeah.
All right, Jamie Lammer, take it
Play
away.
us out.
Yeah, play us out.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe.
Decimate that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video.
What's up, gamers? We should have done that in the beginning.
Yeah. I'll maybe see you next week, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
It was the 36th time that he broke my